Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address. So please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Dutch-pelgänger by ChinStrap. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Right, let's read the rules. Doppelgänger Sudoku. For each cell in the main 9x9 grid, no, not 4, fill each cell, that's a good start, of the main 9x9 grid such that every row, column and 3x3 box contains a 0 and 8 different digits from 1 to 9. No 2 rows, 2 columns and no 2 boxes may be missing the same digit. In other words, the set of the zeros in every row and every column and in every box are the digits 1 to 9, right? The set of the digits replaced by the zeros. For each 0 in the grid, the digits missing in its row, column and region must be 3 different digits. Self-explanatory. The cells outside the grid must be filled in with the digits that are missing from the corresponding row. So whatever is missing in this row will be filled here, so on and so forth. Column and box. Another way of looking at that is that these are a set of the digits 0 to 9. All of those. These are a set of the digits 0 to 9. And these, you guessed it, are a set of the digits 0 to 9. Dutch whisper lines. Adjacent digits on an orange Dutch whisper line must differ by at least 4. Any 2 adjacent digits, right? Right, what can we say about that? Well, usually without the 0, it's similar to German whisper lines, except that we have the 5 that can be on the line because it can be between 1 and 9, or next to a 1 or next to 1. But I think this is going to be completely different with the addition of the 0, so it's part of the solution. I'll reset the time, take a sip of tea, and think about it. So now 5 can be between 0 and 9 or 1 and 9. Okay. And 4 could be between 0 and 8 or 9. Okay. Right, so 4 is now changed because 4 could be between 3. Well, 6 could be between 3 as well, right? Well, no. No. Well, yes, 0, 1, and 2, but they're not of 2 different sets. Ooh, I'm a little bit confused. So the 4 and the 5 has changed. Does that mean that 5 is always a high digit now because we have 0 to 4 and 5 to 9? Well, I guess, but 5 could be next to the 9, so we could have 2, between quotes, high digits. So another way of thinking about it maybe now is that 4 and 5 are jokers because they can be between high digits and low digits, right? 6 doesn't work because 6 is definitely a high digit. All right, so 6 to 9 is definitely a high digit. 0 to 3 is definitely a high digit. And 4 and 5 are jokers. And then if we put the 4 next to the 0, then it's between quotes a high digit. If we put it next to an 8 or a 9, between quotes a low digit. Okay. Right. And I guess all of that is very salient to how we're going to fill these weird shapes. Why are these weird? Because if we forget for a second about it, consider them a German whisper line on a normal Sudoku, then this would be from one set, so high or low, and this would be from the other, and that is next to a high and a low. And that doesn't usually work. But in this particular case, this works because, like I said, we have 2 jokers, 4 and 5, which is handy because we need 2 here, right? So one of those is going to have a 4 and the other one is going to have a 5 in some order. Fair enough. And what are they going to be next to? They're going to be next to 0, 1, 8, and 9, right? Not, yeah, it has to be 4, 0, and 8, 1, 5, and 9. In some order, right? So 1, 5, and 9, and 0, 4, and 8, because that's the only combination that can accommodate both. This one is, no matter how we put them, there's at least a difference of 4 here as well, right? But we don't know which is which. So all we know is that this is from 2, 3, 6, 7, 6, and 5. And this one too. On this one too, even though there is no Dutch whisper line. Okay, this is not correct though, so I'll delete those because then you get confused very quickly. So, correct. So that means that in these boxes, we're going to be missing something from 2, 3, 6, and 7. Right, doesn't help, does it? Okay. No, I don't know more. Okay. Right. Where should I look next? Well, this one is easy, right? This is 159. There's no other option. We do need a joker between quotes here, and that's the 5, right? On a Dutch whisper line, a normal Dutch whisper line, because the 5 could be between a high and a low. So that works. Okay. No, right. What about this one then? So this is going to be a combination of these, aren't they? Isn't it? There's no other way of doing this. This is interesting because it's in between 4. How is this going to work? All right. Let me pencil mark it. This is 159 or 048, right? And which one of these could be next to 4 of those? 0 and the 9, right? The 0 and the 9? No. How is that going to work? How does that work? If this is 9, how would that work? No, that wouldn't work if this is 9, right? I mean, this isn't 4 or 5 to start with, right? One of those is 4 and one is 5. Right? Yeah, because 4 and 5 both of them could be next to 3 digits, but not 4. So 0, 1, and 9 in the case of 5, and 0, 8, and 9 in the case of 4. Okay. Right. 9 could be could 9 be next to all? Yeah. 9 could be next to all of them, right? 4, 4, 0, and 5, 1. So 9 is 5, but 8 isn't. Well, 8 can't be next to a 5 anyway. And 1 can't be next to a 4 anyway. It's 0 or 9. Okay, it's simpler than I was trying to do here. Right, so this is 0 or 9. Okay, but hold on. Since I have a 5, I definitely have a 5 here. So this isn't 5, right? I definitely need a 5. There's no way around it. Okay, that helps. That helps. And the 5 definitely needs a 9. Because there's no other way around it. I can't put 0 and 1. I can't put 0 and 1. Definitely need a 9. So there's no 1, and this is definitely not. No. There's no 1. There's no 1, and this is definitely 1. That's how it works. There's definitely a 9. This is definitely 1. Okay. Are we off? Is that we consider this a first digit? Debated. Okay, there's no 1 though, which means that this is, how does this work then? Oh no, there's no 1. This means that this one isn't 9, right? Because, yeah, of course it isn't. There's 5 here. This would have to be 0 to accommodate the 4 and 8, right? Yeah. I don't know if this is 4 and 8, but you know what I mean. One of them is 4, 8. So this has to be 0. Well, we are off. We get a first digit. Right. And then it's 0, 5, 9 from one side. So if this is 5, 9, this would be 4, 8, or vice versa, right? Yeah, that works. Did I miss another option? I don't think so. No, no, because we can't have 1 and 9. Yes. Okay. No, I think the logic is valid. Okay. Did that help me though? Oh, I did get a digit. That's something. There's no 0 here, but I still don't know which one is 049, 48, and which one is 159, right? I have no idea. Okay. I need to figure out which is which, right? As in those reappear here. One of them, like I already said, 159. One of those has to be 159. So I guess, do I need to color? I need to figure out what this is. Okay, though there is a complication here, because the two variants that I mentioned are only valid when we have need of two triangles in one box, right? This one could be 159, but it could be 059, and it could be 048, but it could be 049 as well. So all I know is that there's either 4 or 9, but other than that, I don't know much, right? Yeah, that doesn't. The same applies here, I think. Okay. Sip of tea. This one can't be 2 or no. This one can't be 3 or 6. Neither is this one, right? As in, if this is 7, this would be 2, 3. If this is 2, this would be 6, 7. But if this is 3, then we would need 2, 6, 7 as well, and that doesn't. And those have to be complementary. So if one is 7, the other is 2. Doesn't help me. Okay. Right. I think it's probably makes sense to color these. Yeah, it does. These, because, oh yeah, of course. These are obviously not the same set, right? Because, well, all right, let's color them. So one of them is 4 and one of them is 5, right? So let's say this is no, that's not correct, because I don't know that this is 4. Doesn't matter. I'll use these two colors. But this one can't be pink, right? Because then we would have 4 pink digits in row 1, and we only have 3 pink digits. So this has to be orange and this has to be pink. So far so good, right? Still doesn't tell me which is which, but okay, so far so good. I wonder how long I'm going to go before I actually make an assumption that's not there about 159 or 048. Yeah. So how's this going to work? Oh, hold on. This has to be one of each. Doesn't it? Yeah, it does has to be one of each, right? There's no way around it, right? Yeah, this is one of each, which means that this isn't a actual one of those combinations. Okay. So this is a chimera, or I don't know, 059 or one of 049. Oh, it's 059 or 049. So I definitely have a 0 and a 4 here, a 9 here, right? Because these are the chimeras, right? So I have, again, I know I'll delete them, but it's not necessarily that this is the, but it's 048 and 159 are the actual two sets. So this has to be, if there's a 5 here, then this would be 059, because it can't be 159. So 059. And if it's a 4, then it has to be 049 as well, because it can't be 048, and then we can't have. So it is 0. There's definitely a 0 and a 9 here. Okay, that's useful, I think. Oh, it's very useful. Oh, of course. Because if I know that I definitely have a 9, then this can't be 9. And this is a 5. Because we'll be missing the 5. And this is a 049. Okay. Very useful. Okay. And this one is going to be missing a 9. And if it's missing a 9, then it can't have a 5. Because 5 requires a 9. And it has to be 048. But this is much more useful than I thought. So that doesn't oh, I removed the colors by mistake. Okay. I removed the color instead of removing the digits. See, I already was wondering, how did I figure out that this is 048? I didn't. Wow, that's memory of a gnat. I actually don't know if this is still the relationship, right? This can be. No, this can't be pink. But yeah, I do know that's why I was wondering, because if there was 048 as I had them, then this wouldn't work. Correct, this wouldn't work. So this one has to be, pink is 159 and orange is 048, because if this was 048, we'd have 3 digits with 04 and 8. Okay. So far, so good. I hope. I don't know much here still. Oh, this isn't 0. Oh, actually, no, I do know. There's no 0 here or there, so there's definitely a 0 there. And with the 0, we'd need 4 and 8, and that's 159. Okay. Do I still need the colors? I don't know, but I'm going to keep them for a while. The 0 is actually orange. I don't know what that is. Wow. Well, there's definitely a 9 here and a 9 there, so this isn't 9. There's definitely a 0 and 4 and 0 and 4, so that has to be 8, right? Does that make sense? There's 0, 4 here and 0, 4 there, right? So this isn't 0 or 4, that's an 8. And all of a sudden this isn't 8, and I have a 0, 4, 9. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. It was the only place where we had an 8, so only. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this can't have 9 anymore, right? I have 159 and I have 459, 049, so there's definitely 9s there. This isn't 9, so if it isn't 9, it isn't 5. There's no 5 either, and this is not 48. Okay. So far, so good. Maybe. Oh, there's no 4 here anymore. This is 09 and that's 4. Right, so this becomes 8. There's no 8 there anymore. And 4 is orange. 4 is orange. 0 is orange, and okay, I don't know which is which still. 0 is orange and 9 is pink. Right, but those aren't 9. So this one is 9. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, I could fill these in, right? Every time I have those 6 cells, these are from 2367, and the missing digit should be from 2367. So in column number 6, it has to be from 2367. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is from 2367 as well. Don't know which it is. The 27 doesn't help. Okay. Anything else? Those I've already done. Those I know. Does that help me? I don't know. What are these? All I know now that these aren't 4 or 5, right? Well, or 6 or 3. Okay, so it's not 3, 4, 5, 6, but still It's 1, 2, or just 1, 2. Oh no, 7, 3 is allowed. 6 is allowed as well. I switched to German whisper just because it's outside. No, we're only missing the 0. It's still a Dutch whisper. I really hope I didn't make that mistake elsewhere. All right, so yeah, we're only missing 4 and 5. We're not even missing the, well, can't have 4 here, but besides that, 4 and 5, yes. 6 can be next to the 2, yes, and 3 can be next to the 7. Not helpful. Maybe a sip of tea would be helpful. Do I know what this one is then? Ah, I didn't color this one to help out. Well, no, I don't. I know it can't be all orange, but it doesn't have to be all pink. It can be all pink, right? Oh, this has to be all pink though, because all of the orange are gone. Oh, that's easier. That's easier. That's much easier because now all of these are pink as well. Yeah, I do need 159. I need them everywhere. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I have to keep that in mind as well because there are more digits than cells, so not everything is required. My first reaction was we have 159 here, 159 there, and I have the feeling that I've done that somewhere else, and I hope it wasn't a mistake. So, but we do need 1, 5, and 9 here because we know that these are the 3 boxes missing 159. All right, so these are 159. We do know it. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? 1, 5, and 9. Because if hold on, so this one can't be 5 because if this is 5, those are 1 and 9, and this can't be anything anymore. Right, so this isn't 5. One of these is 5, right? If one of these is 5, then this one has to be 0, right? One of these is 5, and then 9 or 1. Oh, no, it has to be 1 and 9, and this would have to be 0. Right. Right? Because 591, then there's nothing that would work here. The 9 is gone. 8 doesn't work. Yes, so it has to be 5, 5, 1, 9 to have a 0. 5, 1, 9, then we can have the 0. Yeah, I think that's correct. I don't think there is another option. This becomes a 0 now, which means that, well, this isn't 8. Then becomes a 4 and a 0. Okay. Did that help me now? Well, did it help me? I can still have 3 pink, right? I still can't have 3. I would never have been able to have 3 orange, but I can have 2 pink and 1 orange still, right? Oh, hold on. No. Well, I do need a 9 in any case, don't I? Because if these are 3 pink, then there's definitely a 9, 159. But as we've seen before, if there isn't a pink and they're a mixed shape, if they're not all pink and there's a mixed shape, then that mixture is either 049 or 059. So actually I have, no, I don't know if I have a 0. I only know that I have a 9. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to keep on, I'm definitely going to make a mistake here. But sure, I do that, I'm sure of. We do need a 9, and that's the only place to have a 9. So this is not 9, and that's 9. Right. And here I don't have a 9. Okay. Right. So what? So this one has this column should miss a 9, right? I can't have a 9 here, and I can't have 9s there. So column number 3 can't have a 9, and that's a 9. Okay, don't know how that helps. I know how that helps. Okay. No, it helped me understand something, I think, about doppelganger Sudoku that I didn't grok till now. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's in hindsight, it's very obvious, and I think I'm probably the only person on earth who didn't know that or didn't notice it. But if you're missing a digit in one of the boxes, then one of those corresponding columns should miss that digit too, right? Because you can't fit 3. It's 9 in this particular case, right? 9 is missing in box number 4. So you can't fit 3 9s here anymore, which means that one of those 3 would have to miss a 9. Well, now we know which, but that's as well, it means one of these have to miss a 9. Because again, there's no way of fitting 3 9s here anymore. As I said, this was probably obvious to everybody, but I just realized that. Okay, but that helps a lot, because I'm missing 5 and 1 here. And I know that this one has 5 and 1. So these have to be 1 and 5. Unfortunately, both. Oh no, no. This one already has a 5. So now I know that that's 1 and that's 5. I was looking first at the Dutch whisper here, and it said both work, which is correct. But I know that column number 4 has a 5. Okay, that helps. Maybe I should look somewhere else as well. I'm missing a 5 here, so one of these have to be a 5. Though I don't know which one is missing a 5, right? I don't. I'm missing a 0 there. No, 0. A 1 there. I can't miss a 0. I'm missing a 1, but this one isn't, or this one isn't 1 or 9. Because this one has both 1 and 9. Oh, that really helps. Okay. Right, so this one is from 1, 9. Oh, this one isn't 5. Oh, this one isn't 5. Oh, now the 2, 3, 6, 7 help a lot. This one isn't 5, so this one has to be 5. And now we know that we're missing a 5 in row 1. So this one isn't 5, and that is 5. And this one isn't 5. Okay. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. Sure. How do I continue? How do I continue? I don't have a 1 in all of this. How do I use that? And I can pencil mark the whole thing now, right? We're missing a 1. That's useful, could be useful. The same applies here. No, I'm not sure how that is useful. I can pencil mark this whole box actually without 9. I know that. But is that useful? Is that useful? Oh, this is 6 again. I didn't see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 digits. So these have to be again from 2, 3, 6, 7. And that's from 2, 3, 6, 7. Oh, that is useful. Because that works the other way around. That works the other way around. Oh, oh wow, this was a good, what is it, deduction? Is it a deduction? I feel like it's supposed to be, it's probably part of the definition that I just never grasped. That if I'm missing something from this column, from this row, then it should be missing from one of these boxes, right? The same logic as if it's missing from the box, it should miss from one of the columns or the rows. So 2, 3, 6, 7 is missing from row 5. It should be missing from one of these boxes, so box 4, 5, or 6, but 4 or 5 are already 9 and 1. So this one has to be from 2, 3, 6, 7, and those are 4, 8. Oh, that's really good, if I say so myself. If I say so myself. But, right, and this one, well, it can't be 4, but it can be 8, unfortunately. Oh no, it can't be 8. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I was looking first at again at the line. This can't be 4 because the 4 would require a 9, and that's, well, actually, well, 9 or an 8, of course. But in any case, it can't be 4, but it can't be 8 because there's already an 8. So this is from 2, 3, 6, 7. Actually, I could have done that deduction without knowing all of that. I just didn't really think of it. Because 9, 1, and 5 are already gone. In any case, just pretend I'm a genius. Which I'm 0, 8, 9, 1, 5. And I'm missing 2, 3, 6, 7. So I do need a 4 here. Sure, this one can't be 4. So this one has to be 4. Well, this one can't be 4 because we have a 4 in these, right? So this one is definitely a 4. I'm still continuing with the coloring, though it's probably not very interesting anymore. What did I do here? That's one. Okay. Oh, and this one isn't 4, but it could be 8. It can't be 4 for multiple reasons, but it could be 8, so not out of the woods yet. And this one can be 4, so I don't know if I'm missing a 4 or an 8 here. Okay, what about on this side? What about on this side? Oh no, here I don't know anything at all. I don't know if I have a 4 or an 8. Well, I know that none of these is an 8, but that doesn't help. I do need a 5 here, though, right? Yeah, I do need a 5. Not missing a 5. Yeah. Those aren't 5, and this one isn't 5, so I definitely have a 5 here. And if I have a 5, then I definitely need a no, I don't need a 0. I just have a 5 then. 5 could be next to a 1. Again, it's not German whispers, it's Dutch whispers. Okay, so just a 5. That didn't help as much as I hoped. Just a 5. I can still have a 1 or a 0, right? There's no, I don't think I've eliminated anything. Right. Oh, this is 2, 3, 6, 7 by the same logic, yes. Oh, actually, I can pencil mark all of those. Well, I mean, yeah, but this is from 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and this is from 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't really help, except this isn't 4, but right. But it did help here. Does it help there? Well, yeah. 2 of them are from 4, 8. And the third one is from 2, 3, 6, 7. No, not as useful as I hoped. Right. Though this one is missing a 4, 8, so this one can't miss the same 4, 8. But yeah. I do need an 8 in row 1, so that's an 8. Oh, this is. Oh no, where did I make the mistake? And does it matter? It doesn't matter. I put this pink, it's orange, but it doesn't really matter, does it? I didn't use it for anything, except now I see that this one isn't 4. Yeah, that doesn't really matter though, does it? But we are getting somewhere, because now this one can't be that. I don't know how far we're getting, but okay. Right, in any case, I didn't need an 8. That was what actually should get rid of the colors. I've already said that multiple times. And this is from the fourth 2367. Okay, so far so good. Here I'm missing 5. So what am I still missing? Missing a 1 and something from 236. I'm missing a 1? Yeah, I am missing a 1. Yes, I do need a 1. And I definitely need a 1 in why is this 2367 and not 1? I'm just trying now to. How did I get to that? Is it a mistake? Then I know I'm missing 1 and 9 from there. So yeah, but before deciding that this is actually 1, I don't remember why is this one is 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's why, and I can't see them properly because I didn't actually. Oh, excuses. I can't see them properly because I'm can be silly, right? And again, do I really need the colors? Do I need the colors? I thought they should be helping, but they. In any case, that is correct now. Fine. Doesn't help me much though, does it? Oh, I'm missing a 1 from column number 4, so it does help. This becomes 1, and this becomes actual 1, and this is from 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, Morty, try to collect my thoughts. Right, that's from 2, 3, 6, 7, since we're missing the 1. And we're missing 1 here, so these are 2, 3, 6, 7 as well. This is missing 5. Okay. All of that seems to be right. Seems to be okay. Seems to be okay. I think. How do I continue though? Was that 5-0 or 5-1? Are both still acceptable? Unfortunately, right? 5-0 or 5-1? Seems like it. Right. Oh, I definitely need a 1 here, right? In row 5, so it has to be one of these. This isn't 1 then. This is not 1, but this one could still be 1, right? Ah, but this one couldn't be 9, but this could be 9. Okay. Yeah, forget about it. Right. I do need a 0 though. In box number 6. I don't know how that helps. Right. Oh, I see. This one is that. These are the same, right? These are the same digit. Because this one, we can't be missing the same digit from box number 3 and column number 7 because they're indicated by the same 0. So this one has to be the 2, 3, 6, 7 that's missing from box number 6 because box number 9 is missing a 4, 8. And what does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Oh, well, this can't be 4, 8. This can't be 8 because if this is 8, then it's what we're missing in box number. Oh yeah, of course, this is from 2, 3, 6, 7, and that's 4, 8. it's still the same logic. Because, right, this 4, 8 that we're missing here is the one that we're missing from one of those three, which is this one. So it couldn't have been in the same column. So this is 2, 3, 6, 7, and that's actually this 2, 3, 6, 7. And I'm going to use more colors just because I need a reminder. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. So, I do need an 8 here. I do need an 8, but I don't know where it is. This could be 0, 8 still, and this would be 4, right? Or this could be an 8, and there would be a 4 here, and this would be... No, this would be an 8, and this could be still 4 or 8. Yeah, I don't know. One of those is an 8, actually. But that doesn't help. Unless I know... No, I don't. I don't know if there's an 8 in box in this column or not. Oh, there is, but I don't know if I can miss an 8 here or not. Okay. I don't know if I'm helping or confusing myself with all of this. But I know that this one isn't from 4, 8, right? No, I don't know that. There are 2 4, 8s here. This could be 4, 8 and not the one missing here. So I don't know. Okay, that's not the same because here there was only 1. Here I have 3. Okay. Oh, I know now that this isn't 0. So this is 4. This is 0. Right, and now I know that this is 5, 1. Okay, that is useful, but even more useful, now that this is missing a 2, 3, 6, 7, and we need this 2, 3, 6, 7 here somewhere, it can't be in this one, because then it's the same 2, 3, 6, 7 in the row and in the box. So this has to be from 4, 8. This has to be from 4, 8. And this isn't 8, so this is actually 4. Aha! This is now missing a 4. Right. Doesn't really help with them, right? This is missing a 4, but I don't know if it's the 4 from here or the 4 from there. I just know that there's no 4 in these. Right, which is makes these 3, 3, 6, 7. That's fine. I managed to put this incorrectly as well, to no one's surprise. I do need a 1 though in box number 4, right? Yeah. So this becomes a 1. Okay, which is great, because then this becomes 9 and this becomes 1. Sure. Now we're missing a 9 from row number 4. So that is 5 and that is 9. So there's no 9 here anymore. And that's a 9. Right. There's no 1 in this. Sure. Do we care? There's no 1. So I do need a 5 though. So this becomes a 5. And that's... We don't know what that is, do we? It's from 0 or 2, 3, 6, 7, right? I do need a 4. So one of these has to be a 4. This is not a 4. I do need an 8, but this one could be an 8. Oh, no. What am I talking about? No. That's me being silly again. There's already a 0 here. So this is from 2, 3, 6, 7. That becomes a 0 and that becomes an 8. Right. So this becomes a 0 and that means... What does that mean? What does that mean? I still don't know what that means, right? I can still put 4 or 8 here. Okay, what am I missing here? I'm missing... Well, let's first fill these in properly. That's an 8. So this is 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, I either should continue coloring correctly or not color at all. I think I'm going to continue coloring these because they might be easier to follow. They might be easier to follow. See, here I'm missing the 4, so that's fine. But if I'm not missing something from 0, well, I'm never missing a 0. From 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, then I should have 6. Is that helping? I don't know. Okay. Right, I can see that these are from 2, 3, 6, 7 now. Multiple ways I can see that, but okay. 2, 3, 6, 7. Oh, I need something from 4, 8 here, because there's only one 4, 8, right? I need something from 4, 8, which means I can only have one from 4, 8 here, because I'm missing the other one, which means that those don't have 4 or 8. These don't have 4 or 8. How would that work? Yeah, one of them would have to have a 0. Yeah, sure. One of them is 0, and so they're from 0, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah. So in any case, this one is 2, 3, 6, 7, right? And those are from 0, 2, 3, 6, 7. Here we have one. No, I'm missing something. 1, 4, 8, and the other one. What am I missing? Oh, I'm not missing anything. It's correct. One is from 4, 8, and the other one is from 2, 3, 6, 7, since we have 0, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, that makes sense. But doesn't help me, does it? No, I think. Well, all right. I do need a third color here. Apologies in advance. But this 2, 3, 6, 7 is not that one, so it's this one. Which means that this one is blue. I don't know how that helps. But for now, bear with me. Bear with me. No, not very useful. So this one is that, and it's not related to anything else, so we don't know what's gonna happen. So how do I continue? These three are the same digit, so we're missing from column number 2, row number 2, column number 8, and box number 3 the same digit. I don't know. I don't know. This is probably more interesting because this one and that one are not the same, right? Thank you, Captain Obvious. Right, and these are, oh, hold on, these are 2, 7, both of them. So the others can't be 2, 7. Oh, that is interesting, right? green is from 2, 7 and red is from 2, 7. That's what we're missing, right? Because if this is 7, then we get 2, 3. And if it's 2, then we get 6, 7. So we're missing the other one that we don't use here, right? So these are from 2, 7. I think I already mentioned that. Yeah, it is 2, 6. It is. So these aren't from 6, 7. These are 6, 7. They're missing, no, 2, 7. They're not 3, 6. So these have to be 3, 6. Does that help? Well, yeah, those are 3, 6 then. And these are, no, this one is 2, 7. The yellow is 3, 6. How did I put 6, 7? That's, hold on. That doesn't work. That's 3, 6 as well. Then from my twisted logic, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Is that correct, or am I? Because when I put those 2 7s here, in my head, I thought that if you put a 2, then you need 6 and 7. You can't put 3 because 6 and 7 wouldn't work then. If you put 2, then 6 and 7, or you're missing the 3. You're missing the 3. You're missing 3 and 6, not 2 and 7. Okay. It's sure. Sure. You're missing the 3 or the 6. It's we do need both the 2 and the 7 in all cases. That's why we put them in the middle. So my logic is completely the other way around, which par for the course, but okay. So this is 3, 6 and that's 2, 7. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Because that would be 2, 7. But this would have to be 3 then, because to be next to the 9. And this would have to be 7, right? Right. So, okay, so this becomes a 2. And the 2 requires a 6 and a 7. Okay, sure. I should have written them down because I can't imagine things apparently. So this is missing a 3, and this is missing a 6. Right. Because this one becomes a 7. Right. Sure. But again, I'm lucky. Because I thought those are opposite because you were missing the same digit. But they are opposite because well, I mean, it's the same logic, right? I thought one of them has to be 2, 6, 7 and another one has to be 7, 2, 3 because if they're both 2, 6, 7, then you're missing the same digit from both. But in my head, putting 2 here and 7 there meant that this one is missing 7 and this one is missing 2. And well, quite obviously that's not correct. Sure. At least this time my luck didn't actually help me solve it. And it had some logic in it. Let's go with that. It's the what's it called? It's Boxing Day. It's okay. It's not Christmas, but I still, still what's the word? I can use some goodwill. Right, a sip of tea. Okay. Now, all fun aside, these aren't 7 anymore. Yeah, this one had to be 7 then, and this one had to be 2. Those aren't 7 then because we're missing 7. These aren't 2 because we're missing 2. And I still don't know what that is. Okay, well, this isn't 2 or 7. This is 3 or 6, but I don't know which, right? I don't. This one is missing 3, so these aren't 3. Oh, 2, 6, 7 here. So this becomes a 2. And these aren't 2 anymore. Oh, this one isn't 2 either. Do I know? Well, I do need a 2 here. I can't be missing the 2. Oh, actually, I know this is a 7. I'm missing a 7. That's much easier, isn't it? This becomes a 6. This becomes a 3, and this becomes a 2. Yeah, this is much easier. This isn't 2 or 6 for that matter. This becomes a 6. There's no 6 there. 3, 7. So this is a 6. That's a 7. No 7 there. No 7 there. Oh. Must be because I'm not seeing things properly, right? It should be all fixed, right? He says, hopefully. So which one is that? Well, it's not 3 or 7 in any case. I can tell you that for free. It's 2 or 6. So we're missing 2 or 6 from there. So we definitely need a 3, which means that, no, it means nothing. Oh, right. I do need a 2, 6 from here and an 8. I still don't know which is which. That's confusing. That's confusing. There's no 6 there. But I do need a 6 in books. Well, so this is 6, yeah. Didn't have a 2. This is 6. There's no 6 there anymore. 2, 3, 7. Oh, this isn't 2 either. So this is 3. This is 7. No 7 in all of those. So we do need a 7 here, and these aren't 7. Well, another way of saying this is 7 and that's 3. Why do it the easy way? It's not like I'm easily confused. Right. 7, 2. That's not 2 or 7. That's not 2 or 7. No. No, I was going to put a 2 here, but I'm not sure that there is a 2 here. This is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. I've definitely done leaps of faith here, I think. In any case, I still need a 3, 7 here and something from 4, 8, and I still don't know which. How do I continue? Oh, this isn't 0. So one of these is 0 and it's missing a 1. Not very helpful, is it? Maybe I should go through all of these zeros. This 0 is missing a 3 and a 7. Well, and a 9, that's fine. 3. Oh, this can't miss a 3. See, that helps. That's a 6. So now we're missing a 6 here. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 7. 3, 6. Brilliant. So I still need something from 4, 8, and a 3, right? Do I know if there's a 3 in any of these? Definite 3? I don't, do I? Oh, still not resolved. Okay, let's continue. This 0 is missing a 5, a 2, and a 7. That's fine. This 0, I have no idea, except it's missing a 1 and a 9. 2, 6, 0, no, 5 and 1, so it could be 2 or 6. Oh no, there's definitely a 6 here. So, oh, right, okay, that helps. Missing a 2. Okay, 2, that's fine. Right? Yeah. This 0 is missing a 9 and a 2. This 0 is missing no idea. Wow, absolutely no idea. Just, ooh, well, I know that there. If this is the 0, that's 4, 8, and the other way around, right? But does that help me? Does that help me? Doesn't look like it. Okay, this one is missing a 1, a 6, and a 4. Not useful. 7, something from board 8. What is this? It's 8, but what else? 8 and 6. 8 and 6. Tell me that helps. Please tell me that helps. Hold on, this doesn't look correct. I'm missing a 4. Oh yeah, that's a 3. And that's a 7. Okay, that's very nice. That is very nice. Now we're missing a 3 from column number 2. So that's 6, that's 3. Now I know that I'm missing a 4 and an 8 here. Oh, that didn't help yet. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I do need a 2 though, don't I? I do need a 2. That's the only place to have a 2. And that's the only place to have a 0. No. That's the only place to have a 6. Because I do need a 6. So this becomes a 0, and that's the other 4, 8. That's not a 0. So that's a 0. Oh, okay. Well, in any case, I knew that. I just said that these would have to be opposite. Keep on saying that. But that means that this can't be 8, right? Because if this is a 0, then... Well, then what? No, it can't. Because if this is 8, then this would be missing 4, and this is missing 4. That's acceptable, right? This would be 8, 4, 8, 4. It seems to be okay. Oh, this... I already have a 6 there. As usual, laughs were promised, so... Right, so this is now missing an 8, so this has to be... no, this is missing a 4, it can't be missing an 8. So this is missing a 4, so it needs an 8, and that is a 7. Which means that that's missing an 8 as well. So that's 4, 8, 4, 8. No, what am I talking about? It's missing an 8. Did I do this wrong? No, those can't be missing the same thing. This is, the row is missing an 8. So this has to have an 8. If it's missing an 8, then it's missing a 4. And this would have to be missing a 4. So this becomes an 8. 4, 8, 4. Unbelievable. 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 Wow. Pathetic. Okay, why am I doing this? I don't know. Trying to see if those are correct while doing that. 7, 3, 9 looks okay. All right, moment of truth. Oh, puzzle is not finished. Oh yeah, well. Okay, to it. It's the day after Christmas because usually I'm so much better. Right. Yay. Not finished? What do you mean? La 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 la. All right. Yay. Okay. Third time's the charm. Wow. Okay. But it's really nice. I'm chuffed that I realized the very, I think, obvious in hindsight fact that missing a digit from a uh, a box means that it's missing from one of the columns and the rows that correspond to that box, and vice versa. Because I think that made this one go smoothly. Probably you need to know that to actually to be able to solve it. I don't know, but the fact that I've already solved a doppelganger Sudoku, it was an introduction, sure, so it was a very simple one, but I didn't even realize that. At least I don't remember that I realized that. So, which I don't know what is worse, if I've realized it and forgotten about it, or if I haven't realized it. All right. If you do want to actually have a look at the previous video, you can find it on the channel. Otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and maybe share, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.